Probably ought to do it again, but looks like, I don't know where anybody tipped it or not, but Avon got control of the ball as it hit the floor.
So it came down and they grabbed it.
Desmond Thomas, man-to-man defense by the Broncos. Now into Burgett. Burgett gets it out to Michael. Michael back into Burgett. Here's Griffin. Shot by Burgett, up and no good. Tipped out, rebounded by Avon. Here's a three-point. Burgett, no, and a tip-in by Burgett.
That wasn't so much of a tip-in as a slam dunk without the slam. He just put his fingers up there and put it in.
Yeah. So the Orioles draw first blood here as it's just in the opening moments of this game. Richards gets into Wyatt. Look like we're on Bubba's back, but no call. Slam dunk by Michael, the 6-foot senior for the Orioles, and they lead 4-0 here right out of the outset.
Got some hops.
Roddy Richardson headed to the baseline. He's cut off. Can't do anything. Good defense there by Kendall Griffin. But basket by Shane Wyatt gets the Broncos on the board here, and it's 4-2. Again, man-to-man defense. Here's Griffin. He gets it over to Michael. Michael on the wing, getting a screen by Burgett. Oh, missed a traveling violation here, I think. Here's Burgett with a... Burgett, I better say that right. 6'7" freshman. He's got 4 points now. 6-2. Shot up and good by Jesse Berry.
Pulling up at any time as he does so well.
Driving layup, left-handed good by Desmond Thomas, the 5'10" senior. The way this game's going, we're going to have a lot of points here, Jay.
Yeah, pace has picked up real quick.
Now here's Colin Belton, gets it over to Richardson. Richardson into Bubba Wyatt. He's on the baseline. Fade away, 17-footer. Nothing but air. Not a very good shot there by Bubba. Here's Michael, being guarded by Berry, headed to the paint. Left-handed layup, up and no good. Rebound by Belting. He's fouled. Berry turned, and Thomas was right there, and they called a blocking foul on Thomas.
Broncos are going to need to stay up on defense because this is definitely a quick and athletic Avon team.
8-4. Avon on top over Lafayette Jeff. 5:43 to go here in the first period. Richardson right in front of the Jeff bench. And they call a foul on Desmond. About 2 or 3 seconds there, he got 2 fouls. He was pushing off on Berry.
That was not a very intelligent foul. He was just trying to fire him up, I think, a little bit, and it got a foul on him.
Well, he was just too close to Berry there and just had his hands on him. Berry crosses the timeline now. Here's a three-pointer. No good. Oh, we're going to have a push-off on Bubba Wyatt, trying to get the rebound. Pushed off underneath the basket. First foul on Bubba. First team foul on Lafayette Jeff. 2 team fouls on the Orioles. 8-4, 5:30 to go, first period. Here come the Orioles. Thomas. Oh, we got Javon Starver in substitution for. He must have snuck in there. Couple substitute here. Aaron Childs. Now gets it over to Michael. He's on the wing. Now over to Burgett. Inside. Shot good by Aaron Childs. And Coach Scott Bunnell is going to call a timeout. He's going to call a 30-second with the score. Avon 10. But we're back to action. Here's Roddy Richardson triggers it into Berry. He's being guarded by Javon Starver. Berry over to Roddy Richardson. He's headed to the paint. Into Bubba. 4-footer's good.
Looks like a little bit of contact on the shot, but
looks like they're going to let him play, Jay.
Yeah. Physical as both these teams are, referees can't be too picky.
Here's a layup by Kendall Griffin, his first basket, and it's 12-6. Avon on top. Here's Berry. He's on the wing, out past the three-point line. Now he's headed to the basket. Shot up and no good. One and done.
I'm surprised Berry didn't pull up for a three.
Now we got a double dribble called on Javon Starver. Starver, a 5'11" sophomore, so there's quite a few seniors, but they're not starting on this team. So Coach Scott Bundle calling a play here on the half court out of bounds. Here's Richardson. He gets it over to Barry. Barry looking inside, now gets it into Bubba. Baseline shot up and no good. Boy, he needs to use the bank board there, Jade.
Yeah, he's got a couple unlucky rolls at the basket tonight.
Here's the Orioles on the attack. Gets it over to Childs. Childs on the baseline. Now back out to Griffin. Griffin on the wing. Gets it over to Starver at the top of the key. Now back to Griffin. Here's a move by Michael in the corner. Forget, looks like he lost it out of bounds. It bounced on the out-of-bounds line.
Right in front of the student section, too.
Now the referees, they won't miss that call if it hits the baseline over there.
You know, the Orioles aren't too explosive on offense, or at least we haven't seen that yet, but they're very disciplined and patient. That's what's led to a lot of their baskets.
Here's Barry. He's right at the free throw line. Man-to-man defense, tipped pass from Barry to Richardson out of bounds off the hands of Kendall Griffin. That Griffin doesn't look 6'5".
Well, some of these listings tend to be pretty generous towards the players.
The printer must have not worked right or something. Here's Barry going up for a shot. He has it stripped. Here comes Forget, and he's called for traveling. It looked like he was going to stuff that one and stopped a little soon before heading to the basket and got called for traveling. So Broncos dodged a bullet there. They were going to get a layup on their Orioles were going to get a layup on their end. 3:19 to go, 12-6. Roddy Richardson headed to the basket, shot up and no good. So we've missed some bunnies in the paint.
They're getting the shots. They're getting the looks. They just can't finish it.
There's a shot by Darren Michael. That's his first basket, and it's 14-6. 3 minutes to go, first period. Here's Barry headed to the basket, and he's going to get fouled. That foul probably is before the act of shooting. Are probably going to take it out of bounds. Yes, they are. Down on the baseline, going to be triggered in by Roddy Richardson. We're at 2:59 to go here. 14-6, Avon over Lafayette Jeff. Sweet Lou, Jeff Luzatter, along with Jade Washburn on Jeff 92. Bubba shot up and no good, but he's hammered. That's what we're going to have to do, Jade, is draw some fouls there.
Definitely.
Second foul is going to be on Aaron Child, his first. Team's fourth.
Orioles with 4 and Broncos with 2 in this game, so definitely won't be surprised if we see a lot of free throws come the second quarter.
Well, here's Bubba Wyatt for 2 free throws. First one's up and nothing but net, so hopefully that's a good sign down the stretch here. Those 2 games last week, especially against Central Catholic on Friday, which we won in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Then we did beat Benton Central here by 3. He missed that free throw.
In and out.
So with 2:51 to go, Broncos trail the Orioles 14-7. Here's a shot up by the big guy, Burgett, and he's got 6 points now.
He's just going up and over people for his shots.
16-7. Here's Roddy Richardson in the paint, shot up and no good. We're getting one and done. We're not using the bank board. We're just going right to the rim. Here's Burgett, 17-footer. Oop, nice pass into Aaron Childs, and Coach Bundle's seen enough as it's 18-7. Coach Bundle's going to take and he said it's feeling pretty good, so.
Richardson gets it into Barry.
Barry across half court. 2:17 to go here, first period. Barry, three-pointer up and no good, and again, one and done for the Broncos. Rebound by Austin Burgett. He gets it into Michael. Here's a three-pointer by Griffin. There's nothing but net. So Coach Buttle, he takes a full timeout here as it's 21-7. So we'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break here. Jade Washburn, as we're back with action here with 1:57 to go in the first period. The Avon Orioles 21, Lafayette Jeff 7. Broncos on the attack on offense here. Gets it over Colin Belting. Belting driving toward the baseline, looking for Wyatt. Now he gets it into Roddy Richardson. Richard top of the key, now over to Barry in the wing. He's going to take a three-pointer way short. Going to be a fast break here as Javon Starver shot up and good.
Barry just can't knock his shots down right now.
Here comes Barry. Shot up and no good, but he's hammered. very quickly. The Broncos down on the attack. Barry went coast to coast. Fouls on Aaron Childs. That's his second. 15 foul. Broncos have only committed one. Barry, first time at the free throw line. He has a 2-point basket in this game. Free throw up and short again.
Gonna have a substitution. Darvon Blackman coming in for the Avon Orioles as Aaron Childs, the senior, gonna take a seat.
Blackman, a 6-foot senior for the Orioles. Second free throw up and good by Barry. He now has 3 points, 23-8. Avon on top of Lafayette. Jeff, we've got some work to do here.
Definitely.
Keener in the game for the Broncos. Here's a 3-point shot by Michael, up and no good, but offensive rebound. There's forget it. And the bank is open.
Right off the backboard for the 3-point shot.
Yeah, Griffin, his second 3-pointer, and it is 26-8, ladies and gentlemen. Bubba up in the paint, up and good, so nice move. Quickly down are the Orioles. Baseline, Michael, and it's stolen by Colin Belting. Gets it into Keener. Keener shot up and no good. It going to be called for traveling. Yep. That pass was just a little bit long.
Pass was what dragged the extra foot out and called the travel.
Yeah, there was no pass interference on that pass. There was a good catch there, but wrong sport.
Thrown by the quarterback, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we're down to 35 seconds. It's 26-10. Looks like the Orioles are going to hold for one here, as Forget's just holding it right in front of the bench. Here comes Bubba out to guard him. And Forget looks like turnover. And we got a timeout called. The referee issued a timeout to Jason Young as that ball was in the air, and happy about that timeout call by Jason Young and the Orioles to save a possession for Avon here. We're at 15 seconds to go here in the first period, 26-10. That might be just a little frustration with team play, Jade. Carried over with a conversation for the officials.
Yeah.
We're down to 5 seconds here. Orioles dribbling around. Looks like the last second shot could be stolen. Here's Keener up and no good. So we've come to the end of the first period here with the Avon Orioles leading. Jeff trailed the Avon Orioles 26-10. And back with the play-by-play action. Here's Jade.
The ball triggered in by Richardson, goes to Barry. Back to Richardson. Now to Barry again. Barry around the perimeter, gets it to Beltink. Beltink kicks it out to a wide-open Keener, fakes a shot, gets it to Beltink. Beltink with a attempted pass through traffic, stolen by number 24 of Avon, who goes coast to coast for a basket. That was Juwan Sarver. So Barry coming up the court again, driving inside, pretty much an uncontested layup as he goes to the lane with no problem. 28-12 score right now. Avon Orioles leading the Broncos here. And Beltink steals the ball and is immediately fouled. That is the 16th foul for the Orioles, so one more and the Broncos will be shooting. Only one foul for the Broncos right now.
Well, that foul on Kendall Griffin, that's their leading scorer, and he's only averaging 12.7 points a game, Jade.
Yeah. The Orioles, we might mention, are on a 4-game losing streak to the Broncos' 3-game winning streak, so interesting here in this one. Barry at the top of the key, driving in the lane, pretty much identical to the last play he ran, where he drove up the left side of the lane and got an easy bucket. So that's what we need. We need to take advantage of any scoring opportunity that we may have. And Coach Bonnell with the jump ball as Zach Keener gets tied up with number 1, Deshaun Michael. But Michael gets it over to 15, Griffin. Griffin with a shot. No good. Rebound by Shane Wyatt. Oh, wow. Wyatt tosses the ball to one of his teammates, and awful pass, and it was stolen. And then a foul called on 24, Roddy Richardson, who was trying to get the ball back. That's his first foul.
Just nobody there.
Yeah.
He threw the pass to somebody, but nobody there. They had their backs to the ball.
Silly mistake there. Blackman driving inside, trying to draw some contact, no good. And a layup, and Wyatt with the rebound, looking for someone to hand it off to. Finally gets to Barry. Avon pressing pretty hard in their backcourt. Barry has the ball swatted on a shot. Richardson now at the elbow, driving the baseline, puts the shot up. It goes, and a foul is called. But I'm not sure if they're going to give him the and one or not. They might have called it on the ground.
I think they called it. I think they give him and one, Jay.
Oh, they did. Wow. Well, it was a great job by Richardson to penetrate inside and draw the contact, and the shot happened to fall for him. So he's going to get a free throw here to complete a three-point play.
That's Griffin's second foul. We'd love to get a couple more on him, but it looks like it may be a substitution for him.
Shot up and no good by Roddy from the charity stripe. 15. Griffin gets it to Blackman. Blackman going to put up a shot and in and out. Broncos getting a couple lucky breaks here. Beltink with a shot up, or not a shot, excuse me, steal, and then Bunnell apparently, Coach Bunnell calling a timeout. I think was the call by the referee.
No, it wasn't. It was out of bounds, and basically what he was calling was, and the referee was running to the side of the floor. His feet was on the out of bounds line, and the ball hit him. Therefore, that made the ball out of bounds, hitting the referee with his foot out of bounds. We'll go ahead and keep it here.
Substitution. Now Nick Stacy re-enters the game for Roddy Richardson, who's going to take a little break, because it looks like he might have been shaken up. Blackman putting up a shot and attempting to draw contact in the lane off the inbound pass, but falls down and goes out of bounds. No call, so Broncos will have possession.
Looks like he tripped over his own feet there, Jade.
Yep. Zach Keener gets it to Barry. Barry at the elbow. Kicks it over to Nick Stacy. Stacy puts up a three, no good. Rebound attempted by Shane Wyan. Looked like he came down with it, but slipped out of his hands. And Sarver going to it and gets it to Michael. Michael puts up a shot. The shot went in, but
I think they're going to take it away.
They're going to take it away. It looks like.
Well, we'll see. Now they're talking it over right now, but I think they'll probably take the basket away because he was over the back.
Initially, yeah, the foul was under the basket. They are going to rule that the shot was no good. The foul was under the basket. Number 33, the big man, Burgett, 6'7", was called for over the back prior to the shot, so no shot for the Orioles. The Broncos are going to trigger the ball in.
No, we're going to one bonus. Yeah, we're in the bonus here.
8 fouls now for the Orioles, so the Broncos will be shooting for the remaining 5:37 in this quarter. Barry was fouled, so he'll be at the charity stripe here for the first of a 1-and-1. Shot on its way, and no good, in and out. But Wyatt comes up with a huge rebound. Now he's going to take a three. Can't get it. And a rebound by Sarver. Sarver coming up the court now, kicks it to number 20, Poland. Poland around the perimeter, back to Sarver. Sarver with a little shake and bake move. Goes inside. Gets it back out to Poland. Poland around the perimeter to Burgett. Burgett to Michael. And Michael for a layup in the lane. Belton getting it to Barry now as Barry comes up the court on the attack. Shot up from the elbow and no good. Boy, he just can't get it to fall tonight.
30-16, Avon on top of Lafayette Jeff here. 4:57 to go.
Kick out to Michael from 3 range, and he knocks the shot down. Barry is 0 for 4 from 3-point range tonight, and they're definitely going to have to get him going. He puts up about a half-court pass to Belting, who puts a shot up no good. Rebound by Sarver. Sarver driving inside and goes coast to coast. Another timeout for Coach Bunnell. Coach Bunnell has used 4 of his 5 timeouts in this
Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to WJEF in Lafayette.
We're back here with Broncos basketball. Broncos on the attack. Roddy Richardson at the top of the key now. Gets it to Shane Wyatt. Wyatt going to turn around for a jumper. No good. And Broncos just not able to get their shots to fall tonight. 35-16 is the current score. Avon Orioles leading as Michael for the Orioles puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Wyatt. Wyatt gets it to Barry. Barry driving through the lane and
too much mustard on that pass
pass goes towards the ground, and Zach Keener can't get a hold of it. So the Orioles going to take over here. Poland gets it off to Sarver. Sarver dribbling up the court just now across his half court. Gets it inside to Blackman. Blackman has it stuffed by Wyatt, and Stacy recovers the loose ball. Now Richardson going to put up a shot, no good. Broncos really just cannot make a shot here right now. They're in a bit of a slump. Poland hands the ball off to the teammate, but it's stolen by Barry. Barry now driving in coast to coast and swatted.
I think they're going to get a foul there, Jay.
Yeah, it looks like they might have just called it out of bounds originally, but they're going to call the foul on number 33, the big man, Burgett, the 6'7" freshman. The team's 9th foul for the Orioles. So Barry, in the act of shooting, going to shoot 2 here. First shot on its way, no good.
Well, we can't buy a basket either at the free throw line and or in the field, Jade.
Yeah, no way.
We are ice cold here.
Yes, we are. Barry, a charity stripe. Second shot on its way, and he gets it to fall. Substitution now. Jared Miller of the Orioles coming into this game. He keys the ball in to Sarver. Sarver gets it off to Poland, who now dribbles around the perimeter to Blackman. Blackman looking for Michael, but Michael is guarded by Barry. Now gets it to Michael. Around to Sarver. Sarver going to put up a 3, no good. Rebound by Roddy Richardson. Roddy to Barry. Barry coming up the court. Just going to pull up from 3 range. Still can't hit it. Shane Wyatt with a rebound. Trying to put up a shot, and he'll be called for traveling, I believe.
Nope. Going to get a foul there.
Oh. Well, he must have stayed on his pivot foot as 44. Miller, who had just checked into the game in possession before this, called for the foul. That's already the Orioles' 10th foul, so we're in the double bonus. I don't think they got Wyatt in the act of shooting there, but it's not going to matter now because they're going to get 2 free throws from here on out. Wyatt's first shot on its way, and in and out.
We cannot buy a basket. There's a lid on it down here.
Yep. Second shot from charity stripe up and gets it to go. 35-18 the score in this one. 3 minutes left. Orioles leading the Broncos.
We're in the first half.
Sarver breaking Zach Keener's ankles, puts up a shot, no good. With Jesse Barry going to go up the court, put in an uncontested layup as the ball was knocked beyond the half-court line. Cuts the lead down to 15, but the Broncos still with a lot of work to do here in this one. Michael now with the ball around the perimeter, gets to Poland. Poland to Blackman. Poland guarded by Richardson. Broncos still in a man-to-man. Gets a screen from Miller with Poland. He tries to get it inside of Miller, but Shane Wyatt on the steal. Wyatt with a couple crossovers, and the ball gets stuck. The ball off the dribble gets stuck in between the legs of Poland and Wyatt, and then Wyatt called for the foul as they both came to the ground. So that's his second foul in this game. Broncos' third. And the Orioles are going to take over the ball. Miller gets it into Sarver. Sarver at the top of the key over to Miller. Miller looking for someone. Finds Poland on the outside. Gets to Michael on the wing. Michael knocks down a 3.
Backbreaker there, Jade. 38-20 now.
Yeah. Barry gets to Richardson. Richardson puts up a 3, and it is air balls. So that pretty much sums up what the Broncos shooting has been like so far this evening. Not getting any good looks at all in the past couple minutes here, and when they did get the good looks in the first quarter, they couldn't capitalize on them. So they're really in a slump. Miller with the ball for the Orioles on the wing. Gets the ball to Sarver. Over to Michael on the wing. That's where he's been pretty hot from 3 range. Miller putting the shot up, no good, but a rebound by Roddy Richardson.
Well, the Broncos are still playing defense, and there's no excuse for not playing defense if you're not hitting.
Yep. Ball kicked out to Nick Stacy. Stacy puts up a wide-open 3 and gets it. So that is the first 3 made for the Broncos in this game by the sophomore Nick Stacy, and those are also his first points. Makes it 38-23 with just over a minute to go in this game. Poland gets Michael. Michael going to be called for traveling. Took a couple extra steps off his initial dribble when he received the pass. So,
well, we need to take advantage of these turnovers here and turn them into points, Jade, with just about a minute to go here in the first half.
Broncos haven't really given up on defense despite their woes from shooting, so they're just going to need to get a basket however they can whenever the Orioles make a mistake. Stacy taking a shot from the 3 range again, and he's 2 for 2. He can be deadly when he starts heating up, Lou.
Well, it was 19 points, and it's down to 12 here with 45 seconds to go in the first half, Jade.
Yep. Sarver dribbling around the perimeter, and I can imagine they'll just hold for one, not let Stacy get another look. Sarver picks up a screen, dribbling back out around. Comes out near half court now. 23 seconds left in this game. Gets another pick, not going to do much with it. Takes a pass off to Poland. Now he's going to get it to Poland. Poland driving the baseline, back out around. 8 seconds left. Gets it to Michael. Michael driving inside, kicks it out to Poland. Poland puts up a 3, airballed, but a shot up by Blackman is no good as the buzzer goes. So score here at halftime from the Crawley Center, 38.
Jade said off the air he thinks this game is not over yet, so I hope he's right.
I have a feeling about these Broncos. They don't give up easily.
Well, here's a shot up and good. A 15-footer by Burgett, the 6'7" freshman. He now has 8 points for the Orioles as they now lead 40-26. Bubba Wyatt, 5-footer, got his pocket pick back out to Barry on the top of the key. Looking for Wyatt, can't find him. Now over to Stacy. Stacy, top of the key. Over to Roddy Richardson. Man-to-man defense by the Orioles. Now back into Wyatt in the paint. Shot up and no good, but he's going to be hammered. Looks like the foul's going to be called on Aaron Childs for the Orioles. That's his 3rd foul, so Bubba Wyatt's going to the free throw line. Again, the statistics, the Broncos only 4 for 10 from the free throw line in the first half, so we got to improve that as the first free throw up and no good off the back of the rim by Shane Wyatt, the 6'4" senior who signed a letter of intent to go to the University of Indianapolis for track and football this past week, so congratulations to Shane. Second free throw up and good. 40-27, just underway here in the second half. Here are the Orioles on the attack. Griffin on the wing. Now he's at the top of the key being hounded by Roddy Richardson. Ball over to Starver. Starver back over to Michael. Shot up and Starver up and no good, but a putback by Burkett, and he's got 10 points now. We've got to keep him off the boards. 42-27. Here's Barry, top of the key. Now over to Rodney Richardson. He's in the paint, driving shot up, and looks like it was partially blocked by Starver. Driving layup up and good by Michael for the Orioles as 44-27. They get the ball down quickly. Broncos again cold from the field. Richardson over to Barry, top of the key. Richardson, top of the key, looking into Bubba Wyatt. Turnaround shot up and no good. Going to get Wyatt with a foul. So the shooting drought continues for the Broncos here in the third period. That's the 3rd team foul on Bubba Wyatt. First team foul. Each team has a team foul here in this third period. 6:22 to go. Third period, 44-27. Avon on top of Lafayette. Jeff. Orioles on the attack. Here's Michael. Top of the key. Throws it inside to Starver. Starver gets it into Childs. Childs gets the bucket. 46-27. Back up to a 19-point lead. Barry, three-pointer. Hits off the back of the rim. No good. Here comes the Orioles.
Barry just not on at all this entire night.
Thrown away by the Orioles. Here comes Barry. Now on the wing. Stacy back over to Barry. He's at the top of the key now. Over to Colin Belding. He's in the paint and loses the handle. Turnover. Starver loses it tapped out of bounds. He was dribbling down court, and Roddy Richardson caught up and knocked it out of bounds. So Orioles are going to trigger it in.
Good hustle play by Roddy.
Oh, absolutely. Defense, there's no excuse for defense. You may be off shooting, but you can still play defense every time. Here's Childs, top of the key. Now over to Michael. Michael on the wing, being guarded by Barry. Now back over to Starver. Here's a free three-pointer by Michael. It's good. That's his first three-pointer. I've got him for 7 points now.
They're making those dagger shots. They're not shooting.
Jesse Berry with a layup, and Coach Bunnell takes his final timeout here. He took 4 in the first half.
There for you then, here for you now.
Back at the Crawley Center, Sweet Lou Jeff was out along with Jade Washburn. Play-by-play action of Bronco basketball on Jeff 92. 4:50 to go here in the third period. 49-29. Avon has a traveling violation called on Michael as he took a shot, Jade, and came right down with it and then shot it.
Yeah.
Don't see that move very often. He tried to get away with a travel there, but he had hit the ground after jumping up with the ball to take a shot. Here's Barry, top of the key, 18-footer, no good. Rebound by Roddy Richardson, up and no good. Here's Wyatt. Another putback, up and good. So a couple offensive rebounds by the Broncos. 49-31 now.
Those are what they need to stop those one-and-dones with the Broncos. Kill the Broncos when they can't knock their shots down.
Here's Avon on the attack. Here's Griffin. Griffin, he gets it over to Michael. Michael, top of the key, being hounded by Jesse Berry. Man-to-man defense by the Broncos. Michael just holding it out to the side now dribbling. Here's a pass over to Griffin, driving layup up and no good, but Roddy Richardson got a piece of the body there, and we're going to have Kendall Griffin, the leading scorer, 6'5" sophomore for the Orioles. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Second team foul on the Broncos. Second personal foul on Roddy Richardson. First free throw up and good as it hits the back of the rim, goes straight up and then down through the net. So the Orioles have reached the 50-point mark here with 4:03 to go in the third period. Broncos have 31. They've got some work to do to get back into this game.
Definitely.
Second free throw up and good.
2 consecutive friendly rolls from the charity stripe.
Well, when things are going, they're going. When they're not, they're not. And they're not for the Broncos. Here's Barry driving layup up and no good. Colin Belton gets it into Bubba Wyatt. Turnaround off the backboard. That's more like it, Jade.
Definitely.
Instead of going straight to the rim, use that glass.
We'll take the O rebounds from whoever we can get them from.
Here's Michael at the top of the key. He gets it over to Griffin. Griffin now to Childs. Childs on the wing. Now over to Starver, and a turnover as Roddy Richardson intercepted the pass. He's headed down the paint, shot up, and gets the roll. Talk about a roll at the other end. We finally get a roll.
Yeah.
Bucket good by Roddy Richardson. And we're going to get and 1 as that foul is going to be committed on Burkett. That's his third on the big guy. So a little spark of life here in the Broncos, trailing 51-35 with 3:24 in the third period. Roddy Richardson going for the and 1 free throw here. It is up and nothing but net.
That's what we like, the three-point plays, any way we can get them.
Here come the Orioles. Zach Keener ready to check in for the Broncos. Man-to-man defense. Oh, looks like it might be a turnover as Roddy Richardson and Kendall Griffin are on the floor at half court. The possession arrow pointed towards Lafayette Jeff, so they're going to get possession at half court as the substitution, as I mentioned, Zach Keener comes in for Nick Stacy for Lafayette Jeff. 3:11 to go here in the third period, 51-36. Only had 2 team fouls on each team, not a lot of fouls. Barry, top of the key. He's dribbling now over to Roddy Richardson. Richardson into Bubba White. He turns into paint. Short. He needs to use that glass like he did the time before, Jade.
Yeah.
Here come the Orioles. Michael, cross half court, being guarded by Barry. He gets it over to Griffin. Griffin gets it over to Blackman. Blackman driving layup off of Bubba's hand and out of bounds. So Orioles are going to regain possession underneath their own basket at the baseline. Ball's going to be triggered in by Javon Sarver, the 5'11 sophomore. And he gets it into Childs. Childs now. Back to Sarver. Sarver to Griffin on the wing. He's going to take a 17-footer up and no good, but he follows his own shot and gets a rebound. Roddy Richardson didn't rebound. Shot up and good by Devon Blackman. That's his first 2 points. 53-36. Barry on the wing. Now a 17-footer up and no good. And good rebounding position by the 6'5 senior Aaron Childs. Bubba couldn't get the board. Here's Michael on the wing. Pass into Childs. Layup up and good. So
excellent job to penetrate and use the glass.
Orioles are on all cylinders here, leading 55-36, 1:50 to go here. Yep, looks like we're going to get a foul as Aaron Childs, that may be his third one. No shot, it's out of bounds. That was his first foul. First foul on Devon Blackman. I thought he was going to get the big boy, Aaron Burgett, but I guess not.
Burgett with at least 3 fouls in this game, I know.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be careful.
Here's Wyatt with the alley-oop up and good. 55-38, Avon on top. 1:46 to go here in the third period. Desmond Thomas across the half court for the Orioles. Man-to-man defense. Now gets it over the wing, over to Michael. Michael driving the baseline, around Bubba, up and good. So they let him go the baseline, Jay.
I was going to say, they pretty much let him walk through there.
Here's Barry up and no good, but we're going to get a foul called. May have Jesse Barry in the act of shooting, but I think the foul was way before that. It's going to be out of bounds. That's a fourth team foul call on the Orioles. That foul was called on Devon Blackman. That's his third foul. And the fourth team foul on the Orioles. Here's Zach Keener on the wing. Man-to-man defense by the Orioles. Now to Roddy Richardson. He's driving the paint. Shot up and no good. Looks like he got hammered, but no call.
Well, as we've been saying, Lou, this game pretty physical all throughout.
Pass in to Blackman, up and no good. Looks like it was partially blocked by Zach Keener. Here's Roddy Richardson, half court. Now he gets it over the wing. He's going to head to the paint. We're going to get a foul. Foul's going to be called on Kendall Griffin, I'm thinking. 1-5, yep. That's his third foul, 15th foul on the Orioles. Again, the foul was committed before the act of shooting. Substitution for the Orioles, Doug Poland, a 5'10 senior. He looks like a freshman out there. 57-38, Broncos trailing. Barry shot up and good, and there's the and one. Foul in the act of shooting there. That foul's going to be on Desmond Thomas. 16 foul now. Broncos trail by 17 with 48 seconds to go here in the third period. Not impossible. We've got a lot of work to do here. We're going to need some breaks here in the fourth period. Obviously, the more the Orioles foul, we'll get to the free throw line as Barry hits the and one, and it's 57-41 with 48 seconds to go. Let's see if the Orioles hold for one here. Zach Keener out top of the key guarding Sarver. Sarver just dribbling around, but Keener's not close enough for a 5 count yet. So now Sarver throws the ball away as he tried to get a pass into Doug Poland. So a turnover for the Orioles with 32 seconds to go, 57-41. Broncos trailing by 16. In fact, we're going to get a substitution. 6'5 senior Jake Harris. First time Harris has hit the hardwood for the Orioles in this game. He doesn't look 6'5.
Yeah, he's standing right next to Bubba, and they're about even.
Well, Barry just dribbled out the top of the key over to Richardson. Richardson now into Wyatt. Shot up and goes out. He needs to use the bank board. He went right to the rim again and came out off the rim. 13 seconds to go. I know the Orioles are holding now. Driving layup, shot up and no good. Here's Richardson into Barry with 4 seconds up and good.
2 seconds left.
So the Broncos get cut the lead to 14 here, 57-43 as we come to the end of the third period. The 6-foot senior for the Orioles with 19 points as we're back. Fourth period action. Back with the action. Here's Jade.
Number 24, Sarver, the Orioles, gets it to Griffin, and Griffin goes inside for a layup but can't get it to fall. Barry now coming up the court, pulls up for a 3. Oh, man, that's just in and out for the 3. I mean, that's been happening all night for him. It bounces off or it just misses. And 0 for 7 is Jesse from 3 as Poland of the Orioles dribbles around the perimeter. Gets it to Miller. Kicks it out to Sarver. Sarver with a 3, no good. Miller with the rebound. Puts a shot up, no good, but a foul called. Looks like they're going to get Bubba Wyatt. No, they got Zach Keener on that one.
Well, Bubba's already got 3, so we can't afford to have him, especially here. If we're going to get back in this game, Jay, we got to make a run here.
Yeah, they're going to need him down the stretch, no doubt about it. First shot by Sarver, or by Miller, excuse me, up and good. Miller from the charity stripe. Second shot is good as well. Miller, a left-hander. Richardson keys the ball into Barry. Barry coming up the court. Kicks it out to Keener on the wing. Over to Richardson. Inside to Wyatt. Bubba going to make a move. Puts the shot up and good. Cuts the lead to 14. Here with just over 7 minutes to go. Double team put on the backcourt by the Broncos, but the ball gets up court to Miller. Barry going for the steal, tips it out of bounds, but still a nice hustle play by him.
Well, we need to put some pressure on the ball here.
No doubt about it. Got to force those turnovers and then, execute on them. Griffin going to key the ball in, gets to Miller. Miller putting up a 3.
That was a 2.
2.
Yeah, he's on the line.
So Barry coming up the court now. Barry pulls up with about 15 feet and knocks it straight down. About a 2-point jump shot. Broncos still putting the full court press on. Orioles able to get inside, but the pressure in the paint is where they get the Orioles to crack as the pass goes out of bounds by Griffin. So Richardson going to key this ball in, and Coach Bunnell stressing from the sidelines how they're going to have to score on this possession. Every possession where the Orioles make a mistake, they're going to come back in this. Richardson now pulling up from about a 12-foot jump shot and gets it. Lead now cut to 11, or 12, excuse me. Sarver coming up the court, gets it over to Griffin, out to Miller to Poland. Poland at the top of the key, around to Sarver. Sarver receives a pass, double team, so gets it off to Burgett. Burgett to Poland. Poland around the perimeter. Orioles certainly taking their time here on this possession. Gets it to Miller. Miller wide open, but instead he gives it to Sarver, who goes up for the layup and gets it. Barry triggers the ball on to Richardson, immediately hands it back off to Jesse. Jesse dribbling around, hop step inside, shot up and one. Gets the layup, count it, and a free throw. So Broncos with a chance to capitalize for a 3-point play here as Barry heads to the charity stripe. Barry 0 for 7 from 3-point range tonight. Very uncharacteristic of him, but still the team's leading scorer with 19, about to make it 20 if he can knock this free throw down.
Well, we haven't been this close for a while. We got her down to 12.
Yep. Shot up and no good by Barry. In and out. Got to make the free throws.
He just had a tough night shooting, Jay. He hadn't had anything to go in.
Yeah, none of them have. Miller loses the ball, goes through Barry's hand. But Barry has the ball stripped on the ground, and then a timeout them pass it around, and hopefully one of those passes will be a bad one. Sarver now dribbling up the court. Met at the elbow by Keener. Kicks it over to Michael. Michael on the wing. Around the perimeter, driving inside now. Almost loses the ball. He's on the baseline. Kicks it to Burgett, and Burgett puts a shot up. Looked like it might have been partially blocked, but it fell nonetheless for him. So Barry coming up the court now, driving inside, puts a shot up, in and out, but Wyatt gets the rebound, shot up, and one. Uses the glass very well that time, did Bubba, and drew the foul as well, so he'll go to the charity stripe. And now we're going to have a substitution. Rashad Richardson, freshman, younger brother of Roddy Richardson, making his first varsity appearance ever.
Might as well get him in there for we're down the way we are. Yep. Let him get some experience here. Full court pressure now by the Broncos.
Wyatt's free throw looks good, cutting the lead to 11 for the Orioles. Sarver with the ball now, gets it to Michael. Michael over to Miller. Back to Michael. Michael around the perimeter, double team on. Broncos being relentless on defense, and number 24, Sarver, tried to complete an alley-oop play but couldn't make it. His ball went in and out to Richardson. Kicks it to Jesse. Jesse going to put up a three. Finally gets one. Finally gets one. Three from the elbow. Cuts the lead to 8. Lowest it's been in a while, and the Broncos are by no means out of this game. A little bit of a excitement play there by Roddy Richardson, if anything else, is called for reaching in, going for the steal. He wanted to cut that lead down to even more.
Yeah.
But despite the woes from shooting, despite all the things that the Broncos have had to go through in this game, being out-rebounded, they're only down by 8 in this game. And if you've been tuning in the whole time, you know that that's not a big deficit compared to what they've been facing. Sarver tripped up a little bit on the inbound pass, but still manages to get it. Double team on, immediately gets to Michael, inside to Miller. Miller putting a shot up, no good. Rebound by Shane Wyatt, and now a foul called.
Well, that's one thing we need, Jade. Go to the free throw line here. That's a 9th team foul, so we're going to try and get some points with this clock stopped.
Yeah, the Orioles been fouling on a pretty consistent basis throughout this game. Broncos have not even been in the bonus yet, and haven't. Yeah, in the bonus, and the Orioles have gone into the double bonus in the first half, and now one away from that in the second half. Bubba at the free throw line now. Shot up and no good, but a rebound by Rashad Richardson, and gets it to his brother Roddy. Rebound by Rashad, gets it to Roddy, and shot up and good for Roddy. But now a foul going to be called, I believe, on Rashad, younger of the two Richardson. It's his first foul, as he just checked into this game about a minute ago, but already he's taken part in a pretty crucial play. Broncos down by 6, and I'm not going to jinx anything here, Lou, but the Broncos looking more into this game than ever, despite all they've gone through.
Well, we're only down 6. It's a 2 possession.
Yep. Full court pressure still on. Michael gets the ball to Miller. Miller puts up about a 12-foot jumper on the baseline. So Barry coming up the court now. Barry going to take a 3. Has it partially blocked. Rebound by Miller. Pressure still on. Sarver coming up the court. Sarver off to Griffin. Now to Miller. Out to Sarver. So again, the Orioles going to be extremely patient here with this Broncos comeback, looking a little bit bigger than it would have. Gets it off to Michael now. Michael pass inside attempted, and it's blocked by the foot of Wyatt. That's a pretty big foot as Bubba Wyatt wears about a size 15 shoe. Kind of hard to miss that in there. So Broncos would have liked to turn over, but Orioles will maintain possession. Nick Stacy come back into this game as Rashad going to retake his spot on the bench, but good to get him some varsity minutes. Almost a steal by Nick Stacy. And then the ball last touched by Sarver of the Orioles, so the Broncos will maintain possession.
Well, we need some breaks here with 3:17 to go in this game. Broncos trail by 8.
Definitely. Richardson keys it into Barry. Barry coming up the court. It's at the top of the key now. Gets it off to Roddy. Roddy coming around inside to Wyatt. A foul on 44. Miller of the Orioles.
Again, we're going to shoot free throws, try to get some points with the clock stop. Exactly what we need, Jay.
Shooting 2 now here. Exactly, Lou. Not only do they have not only are they going to have a chance to score on their actual opponent, the Orioles, but their other opponent at this point in the game is the clock. You know, the more that clock ticks down, the less time they've got. So any points they can get while that's stopped will help them tremendously. First shot up and no good from Charity Stripe. Haven't quite been able to execute from there tonight as much as we'd like.
Well, you got to convert on these freebies. You got to convert on these freebies.
Second shot up and no good. As Belting last touches the ball off the no good foul shot by Wyatt. So the Orioles will have possession here, and you got to make those, Lou.
Either that or get those loose balls.
Yeah. Full court pressure is full on for the Broncos, looking for someone. Gets it up to Blackman. Blackman attempts to hand it off to Miller, but Broncos immediately right there, and almost a steal by Roddy Richardson, but they're going to get a foul as he bumped Griffin in the air going for the steal. Roddy's fourth foul.
Only the 16th foul, though, Jay, so it's still out of bounds.
Yep.
We're down to 2:53 to go here in the game. Again, the Broncos hanging in there, 67-59.
Sarver gets it to Blackman. Blackman, another pass inside, goes off the foot of Colin Belting.
I don't think his shoe size is as big as Bubba's, do you
Probably
think?
not quite as big. Sarver to Griffin. Griffin brings it back out, double team on. Broncos have done a really good job of putting intensity on defense, and there it shows, a pass out of bounds as Griffin was trying to get out of the double team and threw the ball out of bounds, looking for his teammate across the court.
Well, they're going to bring the Orioles are bringing the big boy back in.
Yep, Burgett has 4 fouls, I believe. So, or Burgett, excuse me.
Burgett, yeah, 6'7", freshman.
Barry coming up the court now. Inside to Bubba Wyatt. Bubba with a turnaround move. Shot up and good. 6-point deficit now for the Broncos. Still staying tough on D, and that's what they're going to need to do. 2:24 here left in this game. Burgett, ball off Barry, and stolen. So Barry coming up the court now. 2:15 left in this game, down by 6. Barry going to take a 3. Oh, just barely misses it off the roll. And now foul on, hopefully they're going to call in Belting. Yeah, they are. Belting fouled, and they're in bonus now, so Orioles are going to shoot 1-1.
Well, Jade, if people haven't been listening the whole game, Coach Bunnell took 4 of his 5 timeouts in the first half, and he took his 5th timeout midway through the 3rd period.
Free throw up and no good, and that is huge for the home team here. Broncos. Barry coming up the court, kicks it out to Belting. Belting going to take a 3. Can't get it to go, but Wyatt with the rebound, puts a shot up and gets it. Just under 2 minutes here in this game, and the Broncos are down by 4, and here comes the noise, folks. Inbound pass cut off by Roddy Richardson, but it looks like he went out. It looks like the ball was last touched by him, and Bubba Wyatt going to get a little breather here. Can't expect it to be too long, as he's going to definitely need to be in there down the stretch if they're going to orchestrate this comeback. So Griffin looking to get the ball in. Can't quite get near anybody, and now ball goes out of bounds. The Orioles have called out of bounds on the inbound play. He was right up against the out-of-bounds line, hugging it, and he tripped out of bounds. 4-point deficit, 1:50 to go, and the Broncos are every bit in this game. They're going to get the ball here.
We're going to get Bubba back, too. How about that rest period?
Yep, that's what I said. Get a little bit of a rest. Nope, then come back in.
That's a little bit there, about 10 seconds.
Every little bit helps, especially for Bubba, as he's been hustling up and down this floor all night. Roddy going to get it into Barry. Barry driving baseline, puts a shot up and is fouled. Fouled in the act of shooting. And Lou, the Broncos have just snuck up on everybody, or sneaked up on everybody in this gym, including the fans. All of a sudden you look up and Broncos are down by 4, despite being down by as many as 20, I believe, at one point in this game.
We're 1:46 to go, 67-63. Barry shooting 2 free throws here.
First shot up and good from the free throw line. Cuts the lead to 3. one possession game, and the Broncos haven't seen one of those in a long time in this game, Lou. Second shot up, and good. 2 points. 2 points separate the Broncos from the Orioles in this game, and something to be said about that, about the Broncos' defense in this game. Sarver putting a shot up, no good. Rebound by Bubba. Bubba no look pass to Barry. Barry coming up the court. Barry accelerates in the lane, puts a shot up. No good. Rebound by Burgett. And a blatant foul by Nick Stacy. He was going for the steal on that one, but everybody in the gym could have told you that was a reaching in foul. Still bonus here in this game for the Orioles, so they're only shooting 1 and 1, and Broncos down by 2 in this game, 1:26 left.
Well, Barry's not quitting, and most good shooters don't quit.
Griffin, first free throw up and good in this one. Makes it 68-65, still a one-possession game, 1:26 left. The Broncos do not have any timeouts. Second shot up and gets it. Two-possession game now. Richardson hands it off to Barry. Barry crossing half court, comes up, gets it to Roddy. Roddy with a fake move, puts a shot up, can't quite get it. Ball almost stolen. They can't get it up. Now another foul called. Looks like they might get Bubba Wyatt. No, they're going to get Colin Belting. Pretty thankful for that. I mean, we never want to wish a foul on anyone, but that's Belting's second foul, and the other two were in the vicinity where Bubba and Roddy, both of whom have 4. So Griffin at the free throw line again. And a substitution now. Zach Keener going to enter the game for Colin Belting.
Well, Jade, I'm not a coach, but if you had a timeout here late, you could ice a shooter, but unfortunately we don't have any timeouts to do that.
Well, you know, as bad as it is to say, I don't think that Coach Buttle was expecting something like this to come from his Broncos early in the game when he was taking all those timeouts. But down the stretch, you have to be told if they're going to miss those free throws or not. 70-65 now. Griffin makes that 71-65. 6-point lead here. Barry coming up the court, driving inside, shot up, and a foul. It looks like they might get Sarver on that one. Yep, that's who they're going to get, Sarver. Or no, they're going to get number 25, Childs, and Childs fouls out of this one. Barry at the free throw line now. And Lou, we can't continue to stress enough what these free throws can do for a team, especially in a scenario like this.
Well, we were 7 for 14 there at the end of the third period, and of course, if you're just joining us, the Broncos trail 26-10 after one period. We just dug ourselves a hole early, and we've dug ourselves out here and got it within 2 points with about 2 minutes to go, but it's 6 points now, but we can cut the lead here.
Barry from the charity stripe. First shot up and good. Gets it. Cuts the lead to 5. Clock still not running, obviously, as they're taking foul shots right now. So any savage of that clock they can get is good. Barry's second free throw up and good. Broncos going to continue to pressure here for the inbound pass. Tremendous pressure put on, but he manages to get it to Burgett. And a foul on Colin Beltink, and that's what you're going to need to do in this situation. Bubba Wyatt has been on the bench during that stint of free throw shooting, but he's going to come back in now, looks like. Both teams at 10 fouls now, as the Broncos have had to foul to stop this clock. Sarver was the one fouled. He's at the charity stripe now.
Well, you got to give the Broncos credit. They trailed 49-27 in the third period there, a 22-point lead, and they've come all the way back. And again, as we said, we got it within 2, but it's back to a 5-point lead now.
Bubba re-enters as Sarver's first free throw was good. Second one here can make it 6 for the Orioles. Up and good, so some clutch free throw shooting displayed by Sarver.
We're down to 1 minute to go here in the game.
Final minute of this game, folks. Barry dribbling out, going to kick it out to Roddy Richardson. Roddy puts up a long 3, and the ball is stolen by Bubba Wyatt. Wyatt looking inside, uses the glass and gets it. 4-point game here now. Broncos are going to need to continue to pressure. Pass up in the air by Sarver, but he's fouled by Zach Keener. And from the looks of what's been happening lately here, that's not necessarily the man you want to foul. He's shown great poise and composure at the charity stripe. And he's going to shoot 2 here. Both teams, as we mentioned, in the double bonus. 44 seconds left in this game. Sarver, shot up and good. Well, with the Broncos coming down court every time and being able to make their shots with some spectacular offensive rebounding, even with these fouls, that still makes it a 2-possession game. And as long as they have that clock stop, I think that's what they care about. 6-point game again. As Sarver knocked down both free throws. Barry coming up the court. Barry going to pull up for a 3. Gets it. Cuts the lead to 3, Lou. Wow.
35 seconds to go. Full court pressure.
Still in the backcourt of the Orioles. Now they get it up. Michael going to get fouled. Darian Michael, a senior, going to go to the line here. Well, Barry, in the first half, was cold, absolutely cold, as was most of this team, and that's what dug this hole for them that they've just recently crawled out of. But he's caught fire here in this fourth quarter. Shot up and no good by Michael. 28 seconds left and the ball rolled around the rim. 3-point lead for the Orioles right now, 28.2 seconds left. This next free throw from Michael going to be huge. Place gets loud, shot up and no good. Rebound by Shane Wyatt. 3-point stand between the Broncos and a tie with the Avon Orioles right now. Barry driving baseline, gets the lay-in. They're going to foul. The lead is 1. Lead is 1 for the Orioles right now.
17 seconds to go. 75 for the Orioles and 74 for the Broncos. Double bonus here. And Jade, you said way in the outset that even at the half, you said this game wasn't over, and you were exactly right.
Yeah, Lou, I'm starting to feel a little selfish. Seems like all the quarters this season I've taken are the good ones. Place getting awfully loud. Michael's first free throw up and no good. No good. The 6th man, this crowd here at Lafayette Jeff, has no doubt made an impact with the amount of noise they're producing, icing this free throw shooter. Place gets even louder. Michael's second shot up. Gets it to go. 2 points. Barry coming up the court. Barry driving inside and fouled. Barry is fouled by number 24, Juwan Sarver, the leading scorer, I believe, for this Avon team, or close to it.
Well, here's a smart play by Coach Bunnell. We're shooting 2 free throws, and he calls 4 of his 5 players. Barry's shooting 2.
Well, that's making up for the lack of timeouts there.
That's exactly right. I think that's a great coaching move.
Yep. Barry at the charity stripe. Little noise there. First free throw up, and good. Gets it. Barry gets the first free throw. Timeout, Avon. Avon undoubtedly trying to ice it, and Barry is getting fired up. Barry's starting to slow clap into 76.
And an incredible comeback as I hit the free throw line. Well, we got it straight now. Avon leads by 1. 77-76, 10.9. Barry shooting.
Both teams in the double bonus. And trying to get some substitutions sorted out here. They checked Colin Beltink into the game, as did Zach Keener, excuse me.
Well, they're still trying to sort out the score, but I agree with you. The Broncos, they're still trying to straighten out the score here. They've got on the board.
There's a little bit of confusion, and I think most of this
76-75. Is that the correct score?
I believe. Yeah, I believe it was, because I believe it was 76-74 when Barry was fouled.
That's correct.
So,
and he hit 1 free throw, so that'll make the home team with 75, and it should be the visitors with 76. So that is the correct score right now. 76 for Avon, 75 for Lafayette Jeff. There's 10.9 on the clock. The referees and both scorebook keepers are going through their scorebook duties here to see what's going on, so it's giving Lafayette Jeff a timeout here.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Coach Bunnell getting a little bit of a lucky break with this mix-up in the scoring. Still talking over at the scoring bench, but Coach Bunnell is drawing his players over and talking to them. So slow clock started, and student section maintaining their intensity as they have all throughout this fourth quarter. And Lou, I don't know what the statistics are, but I know that there has to be a tremendous amount of outscoring by the Broncos in this fourth quarter because
you're
when it all
exactly right.
started.
Yep, you're exactly right. We've made up for that 26-10 start by Avon. I think the referees have got it straight.
Okay,
Again,
so here we go.
10.9. Jeff trailing by 1. Barry with his second free throw. Here's Jade.
Barry, as he said, free throw on its way. Oh, he can't get it, but Bubba Wyatt with the... a jump ball, possession error with the Broncos, but it looks like, I don't know, Lou, there's a little bit of time shaved off that clock there, and you can't really check a monitor or anything in high school, so Broncos are just going to have to take what they get. They maintain possession.
Well, we got 7.2, and the Broncos trail by 1.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens here. Everybody on their feet here at the Crawley Center.
Richardson looking to get it in, gets it to Barry. Barry coming inside and loses the ball. Jesse Barry loses the ball, 3:21 seconds left. Trying to draw some contact, couldn't get it. So home crowd didn't like that very much.
Well, he was definitely, the kid from Avon needed a saddle.
Griffin going to get this in, and a timeout going to be called by Jason Young, head coach of the Orioles. Going to talk it over as they had a chance to score 2 more there, so couldn't quite get that. We'll see what happens here. Got to maintain intensity on D, and a foul called before the ball is inbounded, so that's actually beneficial for the Broncos in a way. Foul on Zach Keener, that's his 5th, so he's fouled out of this game. But they're going to get 2 shots, and Lou, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna try and make that Sarver was fouled, and Sarver has displayed tremendous composure all throughout this game, particularly from the free throw line. So he's gonna get 2 shots. I'm gonna assume if he makes his first, well, I don't know. I mean, they might want to go for 2 to make it a 3-point lead. But he shot up and no good. Wow. So now he's got to make it, and that's going to give the Broncos the opportunity to take this ball out of bounds without the clock starting unless he misses the second one. Shot up and gets it. Richardson to Barry. Barry coming up the court. A foul. A foul is called. 1.6 seconds left in this game, Lou. Wow. I mean, that's all you can say. I mean, there have been so many opportunities here late for the Broncos to capitalize. Barry immediately going to the free throw line.
Well, he's got to hit both of them for us to have a chance here.
Yep. They 1.6 seconds left. Barry at the free throw line, and I usually don't like to say much before he shoots, but this is it, Lou. I'm not going to say anything else, but this is it.
Well, they had
a foul out.
Sarver fouled out of the ball game for the Orioles.
So Poland going to come in for the Orioles.
Again, we have 1.6 seconds remaining on the clock. 77 for the Orioles, 75 for the Broncos. Jesse Barry shooting 2 free throws.
First free throw up and good. He gets it. Play starts to get a little loud here, Lou. They've been into it. And that's, I'm sure they've been feeding off each other. Broncos off their home crowd and the home crowd off the Broncos' performance. Second shot up. Gets it. Game is tied. Game is tied. 1.6 seconds left. Orioles get it in, and they're going to put a full-court shot up that does not go. We're going to overtime. Overtime here at the Crawley Center. 77-all. Absolutely unbelievable.
For Catholic when he won, so hopefully the pattern will continue here as we're going to let Jay go through the 4-minute overtime. Tied at 77. Here we go.
Tip controlled by the Broncos. Shane Wyatt elevated up and got it over Burgett. And Jesse Barry with 36 points in this game thus far. Puts a shot up, no good. Rebound by Griffin. Almost loses the ball. Gets to Miller. Back to Griffin. Now to Poland. Poland dribbling up the court. Just now crosses half court. With a little crossover. Does Poland. And Poland has the ball stolen. Nick Stacy on a fast break in the lead for the Broncos. The lead for the Broncos, Lou. 3:26 left in this game. As we've just started the overtime here. 79-77 for the Broncos. The steal was by Shane Wyatt, and he got it up to Nick Stacy. And now a turnover, another turnover by the Orioles. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. Richardson going to get the ball into Barry, and Barry looks fired up. He's got that look in his eye, Lou. 36 points in this game. He never gave up, and neither did his team. Couple crossover moves. Driving inside now, hop step, shot up, no good. Wyatt comes up with the rebound, and the ball is touched last by Burgett. Went out of bounds off the Orioles, so Broncos will maintain possession here. Don't want to get too antsy. We've got a little bit more time now with this overtime, but a little patience going to be needed. Inbounds pass went past the half-court line, but Roddy Richardson able to scramble and get it. Brings the offense back together.
Well, we don't need to be in a hurry. We just need to get a good shot here.
Pass inside to Bubba Wyatt. Bubba loses the ball, and it's last touch by Bubba as it went off his ankle. It's out of bounds. 2:49 left in this game. A 2-point lead for the Broncos right now. Would have liked to convert on that one, make it 2 possession, but we're going to have a substitution now. Desmond Thomas, a 5'10 senior, going to check in for Poland. Doug Poland. So Griffin getting it into Thomas right now. Thomas coming up the court, just now crosses half court. Guarded by Stacy. Gets it to Griffin. Griffin kicks it out to Blackwell. Blackwell puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Colin Belting.
Well, we need to be patient here. Yep. We're ahead by 2 points with 2:33 to go.
They're being patient. Closes it up a little, gets it to Barry. Barry just now crossing half court. Barry dribbling around nonchalantly. Very calm, very cool. Richardson at the elbow now. Gets it inside to Bubba Wyatt. Wyatt catches the pass on the baseline. Puts the shot up. No good, but a foul. A foul is going to be called on the Orioles. And I'm not sure who they're going to get here just yet. They're going to get Jared Miller. That's his third foul. Bubba Wyatt going to go to the free throw line for 2. So, yet again, Lou, we find ourselves in the position of stressing free throws. It seems like a lot of these dramatic games for the Broncos have been judged a lot by free throws. Shot up and no good from the free throw line for Bubba Wyatt. Score still 79-77.
What a high school basketball game in Indiana, Jade.
Definitely. This is
nobody, as they say, when Elvis left the building, nobody's left this building.
Yeah, nobody at all. Second shot up and good, makes the lead 3 for the Broncos here.
We're down to 2 minutes to go.
Desmond Thomas gets it inside to Burgett. Burgett knocks the shot down, 80-79. Broncos lead. Under 2 minutes in this game now. Barry coming up the court.
We're in overtime, first overtime.
Barry driving inside, shot up no good, but a foul. Number 1, Darian Michael. That is that's only Michael's first foul. So Barry going to go to the charity stripe here. First shot up for Barry, and gets a friendly roll.
Well, about time, Jade.
Yeah.
He got a friendly roll.
Yeah. Looks like Lou, the Broncos are producing about as much offense in the fourth quarter and now this overtime as they did in the first 3 quarters. Second shot up and good. Makes it a 3-point lead for the Broncos here at the Crawley Center. 1:51 left in this game.
Jade, we need to stop.
Yeah, we do. Defense has continued to maintain intense all night. Blackman driving inside. Shot up no good. Rebound by Shane Wyatt, and Barry coming up the court. And a lay-in on a fast break for Barry. Makes it a 2-possession game. 84-79, Broncos lead. Orioles look flustered here, Lou. Gets it in to Blackman. Blackman kicks it back out to Michael. Now to Burgett. Over to Griffin. Griffin gets a screen, comes inside, laying up. And good. And 1 for Griffin. So Griffin gets the bucket. And he's going to have an opportunity to make a 3-point play. Orioles are trailing by 3 at this point, 84-81.
Well, we got 1:15 remaining. 1:15 remaining in overtime here at the Crawley Center. What a ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't tell you how loud this place is going to get if the Broncos pull it off, but I'm not jinxing anything. Griffin shot up and no good from the charity stripe.
Bubba Wyatt has got to have a bunch of rebounds.
He's been killing on the boards all night, Lou.
He had 14 at the end of the third period. He's got to have a bunch. And 26 last week in one game against the Benton Central Bison.
Barry dribbling around the perimeter. Not really doing too much with it. Patient.
We're under a minute.
Beltink with an ill-advised pass, trying to go inside to Bubba Wyatt, behind the back dribble, and Griffin comes up and brings the score to 84 to 83. Jesse Berry now coming up the court. Berry gonna drive, and they're gonna call a block and one. Wow, Lou, that could have gone either way. That could have been a charge or a block. They called a blocking foul, much to the pleasing of the home crowd, and one for Jesse Berry. It makes it a 3-point lead. 40 seconds left, 86 to 83. Or makes it a 3-point lead, excuse me. And Barry's going to go to the free throw line. Lou, he's got to be pretty close to 40 here in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jared Miller checking into this game for the Orioles. And he's going to stay in the backcourt. Four of the Broncos are in the backcourt, so Barry's all alone at the free throw line right now, taking some direction from Coach Bunnell and assistant Coach Walden. So Barry at the charity stripe. Shot up. Gets it. Two-possession game. 4-point lead. 87-83 for the Broncos here. And they have gotten up with this intensity and not let down. Shot inside. Put up by Blackman. Looked like a clean swap by Colin Beltink. And the crowd at first was excited, but now they're booing as they don't like that call. Colin Beltink's fourth foul. He's going to stay in. 34 seconds left. Darvon Blackman going to shoot two here from charity stripe. Place gets loud, as it's done all night. First shot up. No good. No good. Continues to maintain a two-possession game to the Broncos, 87-83 right now.
Well, you got to give the crowd some credit. They're making some noise on free throws, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
The sixth man.
Yep, and they've missed some clutch ones here down the stretch. Jesse Berry's mother in the stands getting up. Second shot up and is good, so it cuts the lead to 3. Pressure applied by the Orioles. Berry going to get it to Beltink. Beltink looking up the court, gets it to Shane Wyatt. Wyatt holds on to the ball. Patience. Kicks it over to Stacy. A great pass. Broncos passing around the perimeter. Berry, a couple dribbles and a foul now called on Griffin. That's his fourth foul in this game.
And guess who's at the free throw line?
Jesse Berry. Got over 40 points now in this game, Lou, and looking to add to that. Again, all the Broncos in the backcourt, so Berry all alone at the free throw line, but it doesn't bother him as he knocks his first shot of 2 down. 88-84, two-possession lead here again.
That was a big one.
Second shot up from the free throw line for Berry. No good. Still a two-possession lead here. 21 seconds left. Blackwell coming up the court, gets it to Griffin. Griffin loses the ball. He loses the ball. Jesse Berry coming up the court.
Nice move.
Barely hangs onto it, and he doesn't take the score. Instead, he's going to go around, and he's fouled. Fouled by Desmond Thomas. 7.4 seconds, and now a little bit of contact, but nothing malicious at half court between Thomas and Berry. Berry going to go to the free throw line here. Shoot 2.
Nice sportsmanship there by Desmond Thomas as he helped Berry up. He hit him pretty hard. So guess who's at the free throw line again? Jesse Berry. We're at 7.4, 88-84.
We've just received news from statistics. Jesse Berry with 44 points in this game, Lou. 44 points thus far, looking to make it even more here from the free throw line. 77.4 seconds left. 4-point lead for the Broncos. Berry makes it 5. Knocks the free throw down. 89-84.
We're in overtime. We're in overtime
here at the Crawley Center. An absolutely amazing game. Second shot up and good by Berry. 7.4 seconds left. Orioles get the ball in. Double team to half court. Pulling over to Griffin. Griffin going to take a three. No good. Rebound by Colin Belting. And the Broncos have done it. The Broncos have pulled off the most amazing comeback